Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we are going to be doing a coaching session here on Vertigo. Now, this is going to be a great opportunity for those of you that are a little unfamiliar with the map or need some creative ideas to get some new stuff that you can implement into your own gameplay. We're going to do a premiere match and have a lot of fun with it. I'm excited for you guys to see this video. Without further ado, hit that subscribe button, share this video with your friends, and help me grow this channel. And get your own coaching session down below in the description of the video. Vertigo game. Find ourselves in a very nice lobby here. Playing against a player almost at 13k, so good test right there. Okay, run up A here. I will say one thing here on piss round. Not that you should never ever do it, but it is really like it's really hard to take A site without any nades because of all the openings. So it's not like you know what I mean, it's like nothing you can really do, but just keep in mind like that if you are doing this, like get ready to take some really bad fights with the Glock versus like the USP from a million different angles. Again, it's just like how it goes in Pug, so like I don't blame you. Also be really cognizant, like if you are swinging out in the open to clear sandbags like this, I love that you're clearing it. Just be really careful because even if your teammate's here, again, like it's just gonna be kind of, you know, you're very vulnerable just like floating around in this area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, so definitely also too, like if you are gonna be doing this kind of stuff, I wouldn't mind, bro, like throwing in some jumps. This is one thing I always tell people on T-side pistol round is like anytime you're jumping around corners or getting up into places, jump it, like especially because you're not looking heaven here, jump around and to go clear sandbags over here because the more you're moving, the more like variety you have in your movement instead of just like holding W and moving kind of in a straight line a little bit. It'll help you out so much because they're not going to hit those random shots as easily on you.
That makes sense.
Okay, pick up that kill and boom, the round's kind of already over. So we take it. But yeah, also I'll give you a CT tip by the way too, specifically on Vertigo, and maybe you've done this before. Is to like if you're a CT and even if you don't really want to fight people on pistol round coming up here, if you literally just tell you like your Q or you guys on in here to be like, yo guys, be quiet. You just come in here and just stand here and listen. You can like literally know what's going on. Like you can literally know if like 5 people are rushing A, and you could call the entire team over, right? And that's why I say like it's really risky, just to go with nothing because all the rotates could come in and you know really hurt you. So, you know, something to think about.
For sure.
Also, be really careful. I get that you're rushing here, and you know you actually have your boys kind of coming up like this. Don't feel the need, especially when they're on pistols, to necessarily like skip steps because like right here we're just running out with our smoke out, and like I said, I get that you have teammates here and stuff, but like say someone comes here and one deeks them, you know, we're really vulnerable, and like in this situation it literally is not going to matter. It will not matter at all this situation, but I have been caught off so many times just like trying to skip steps and just get into it too fast, especially when they're on pistols, and literally there's like no way for them to win the round. So you know, literally something as simple as we're coming up here, just keep your gun out, wait till this is cleared at least with your teammates, wait till all these little like things are, and then it's like, okay, boom, now we're throwing our smoke, especially because at high level 2 they're going to start boosting up here, and doing all kinds of like these little cheeky boosts and stuff. Just don't get in the habit of premature just running in with nades, I'd say. But it's great, like, you know, you're using your util. I love it. Like we're using our util to actually exec. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of just cleaning up. Also, a cheeky spot for you to play on CT side. I love it, and this would have got you killed. Crouch here with either your head down or just crouch on this angle, because literally like what you just did there, where you run past an elevator, you'll find so many people doing that. That exact same scenario. I love doing that. And again, that's just pattern recognition too, which we're not going to know 2 rounds in the game. But say I've been playing like 8 rounds and we're on eco or something, I'll do that if I'm like, oh, they're never mollying headshot, like they never molly this or do that. Like those are patterns we really want to look for. Okay, first gun round, we're little pressure, and again this this is a good little thing that'll help you out. I don't know if you're gonna finish this game. These guys don't really look like they have any intention of really fighting down ramp here. Little side note too here, and I'm really gonna like nitpick because this is gonna help you bridge the next level. Is like you come up here, we know he's here, like you know you have this guy pinned down, you're picking up these guns, you're pulling out your nade, doing all this stuff. If he swings at any moment, like you're just gonna be doing too much here. So all I want you to do in the future is like, okay, sure, if you pick up the gun, pick up the gun, But in our head, if we want to HE this guy, we are not throwing the HE here because of him, because of teammates that could rotate in, teammates that could just like swing from anywhere. We're literally just
Yeah.
backing up here. Behind the cover of this, we're throwing our nade because in case he swings us, oh, okay, well, whatever. We just, you know, but if he swings us while we're throwing the nade here, it's like, oh, well, hopefully the nade kills him while he kills us. Like, or our teammate gets him, right? So that really intentional way of like, okay, back up, throw nade, now we're going back in, will be
Yeah.
huge for you. Just like making sure you're really optimizing yourself and making yourself as hard as possible to kill. Okay, we find him. And here again another really exposed
Yeah.
position. Like this is actually a great theme, a great like big picture thing that we're doing, because like you're doing too much here. It's a 3v2. Sure, we know like this guy is somewhere and you're mulling off the rotate, but the risk of throwing that is not worth the reward. The reward would be better if you just play here with our teammate with our gun in hindsight, or play with this guy, back up and play the retake. You guys have the advantage, right? So for many reasons, like we're just doing too much here. And then also reloading in the open. Not the best. Yeah.
Just being cognizant of like spacing and
Yep.
my angles really.
Yep. Spacing and that cover. Just, you know, where's that cover? Where's that cover at? Okay. Needing default. Okay, I like that. I like that. Good ideas there. They're on Eco. They're on kind of low buy-ish. Like, I like that. Also, one thing to tweak. If you want to throw a little better molly, just don't throw it as far. That's
Okay.
that's twice now I think I've seen it. Maybe your teammate threw the other one, but yeah, just like throw it a little less so that it actually cooks this guy.
I can't hit that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good to cut off rotates a little bit. Like this isn't bad, but like I think people could just peek up here.
Yeah.
So I think if you like, yeah, just throw that molly a little less, unless the purpose is to actually cut off those rotates. Then it's like, okay, good. You're doing good then. Okay. We hear one flanking. And you see what was so good about this fight? You come here and peek. He's peeking down here. This guy had no chance. Literally no
Yeah.
chance. He's fighting two guys at once. Is that no, that's just a random. But see, like if you're smart with the way you're peeking and you kind of read the body language and comms of your teammates, you, even though this guy is not your Q, he's not in there, you can pull off some like pro level peeks just like this, just by reading his body language.
Sure. Just playing off of him. That makes sense.
Yeah, like I've had people in my games that are complete trolls that are literally like tossing the match, but like we're still able to do some of these, like something as simple as just peeking together, because if you're able to read that, it makes your life so easy. You don't have to ask them anything. You don't have to sit there and be like, are you going to peek with me? Or you just do it. Yeah. And this is why it's dangerous, you see, because
Yeah.
I think this round, like your teammate won the 1v1 while we're running up here and doing this, but dude, you would be so much better. And also you have bombs, so you always gotta be careful as well. But you'd be so much better running up here with him, doing your thing. Oh, dude, there's a guy crane, and you jump up here to kill him, and your teammate would have taken care of him, and you would be instantly there ready to shoot the next guy. But yeah, so luckily he gets that kill, but he's on 7 HP. That could have been really bad.
Yeah.
And these guys aren't playing good either, by the way. Like that guy dies, and then this guy's swinging late. I mean, yeah, that just sucks too, because you guys actually did peek together. He just kind of had a nice moment. But that's one thing I love to do if I throw these nades, or I'm just here too. Dude, pop your head up here, because it's so much harder of a shot. And while
Right.
that was a favorable fight for you guys, like a 2v1 where you're both swinging, actually a 3v1, he's just low HP. That would have been sick too, to poke your head up here and really like I love that angle, by the way. I love just poke my head up, because also if things go wrong, like he dinks you or you like start whiffing or spray or something, you just crouch and you're good. You can repeat from wherever you want. I love that. I love that fight for me. There are some people that will just like instantly headshot you, but
Right.
that's with anything. Like that's
Make
just
him do it.
yeah,
Line up
yep.
on ramp. No, for sure.
Yep. There's no perfect spot in the game for sure. It's very situational. And like I said, I think like when you guys actually did peak, it was pretty good. Yeah, and like one thing that would really tear you guys up right now, and I think specifically with you, with like the way we're peaking and stuff, is like an opera. I think an opera would just destroy you right now.
Yeah.
Because also, you see like the way we're kind of peaking, we're not optimizing, like we're not optimizing like the angles or anything. We're kind of floating out in the middle sometimes, Like even like look here. I get that this is a kind of stressful situation stuff, but we're peeking out here and we're kind of just like letting our crosshair, I guess, drift to certain areas. Like
Yeah.
no one, you know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna peek you there, and it's easy in hindsight to like watch this back and be like, you know, bro, like tweak your crosshair a little bit more. But remind yourself, like, what am I holding, right? When I'm coming out here, I'm not just peeking in the middle like this, you know. And it sucks because your teammates are here, so it is a little hard. But it's like, you know, I'm really optimizing my peaks, and I'm making sure I'm not in cover or not in the open as much. I'm trying to put myself behind cover. If someone peeks, if someone flashes, like you know, it's not just like a 50-50 gunfight. I can really push my advantage.
That makes sense.
And even here, like you have the bomb, by the way. There's no need to try to like your job right now is not to try to find this fight like anywhere in mid, right? Because if you take that 50-50 and lose, now it's like one more thing for our team to worry about. Definitely your job in this situation, just come to site, plant, either wait the smoke out or plant. In this situation, if you plant, you better hope that your boys can cover you. But yeah, yeah, and then actually that's exactly what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which I mean, like, and like it can just get really messy then because like this guy has no way in the round. The site is already lost, right? This guy's making like a little sneaky play, but for like these guys, bro, the round's pretty much lost already. It's a 4v5. We don't have sight. They're already on there, and then we're like, oh shoot, yo, bomb swinging us, guys. Bomb down, bomb down, and they're like, oh, okay, you know, and then they start actually just start to feel more confident too.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Momentum.
Yeah, it's like a mental thing, but also obviously like a strategic bad moment right there too. So for many reasons, like we want to play that mental game. It's like, yeah, bro, we got that entry, we came on the site, and now you just gotta watch and AFK for the rest of the round because your teammates couldn't hold site. So that could be a momentum shift here for sure. Great, fine. That's not an easy kill at all. Yeah,
Just drifting here.
yeah,
Maybe?
yeah, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I think that one thing you could really benefit from is actively, and like you're not bad at this, by the way. I'm just thinking of like ways we can even optimize this even more, is
Mm-hmm.
tracing those corners even better, because you did a great job here tracing the corners and like reacting. But like kind of when we get up here, we start to like not really, and like it's hard in the moment. We start to like lose focus of what we're actually trying to hold and stuff, and then we'll snap back to it a little bit more, and then it's like, okay. But if you just trace those corners, it doesn't really matter what you're doing, because you're always reminding yourself like, wherever I'm peeking, my crosshair is going around that corner. And that's what Donk is really good at. So like in CSGO, we were always told like, you want to pre-fire, you want to pre-aim these positions. But like one thing Donk has showed us is like, if you just move your crosshair around corners, it doesn't matter what position they're in. You will be ready for it because your crosshair is right there, right?
Yeah.
So there is a time and place of pre-fire and stuff though, by the way. Like, you know, say you know there's like an opper or somebody that's gonna be playing this position. Heck yeah, bro. Like don't trace it. Literally put your crosshair on the wall and get ready to peek and try to pre-fire him. But if you don't know where the enemies are, if you don't really have a hardcore plan, or you're clearing like a common angle, definitely like just keep working on that, keep getting better and better at it, because it'll help you out so much. And then with that, I think we kind of just overexposed ourselves a little bit, but
Yeah.
you're kind of just hunting in a 5v2. I don't want to nitpick it too much. Yeah, okay, and you cleared it, so I got you. Yeah, a little bit of timing, a little bit of. I mean, you put yourself in that position, I guess,
Right.
but
Walking out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, actually, is that how you died? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because dude, you can get better. Like literally, the smallest little difference from you aiming like into the wall here and just moving your crosshair to wherever you're like peeking,
Yeah.
worry about. And it's really obvious, like I said in the demo here, but like in the moment, it's hard to like get these things down, because you actually do a great like pre-aim on the headshot there. Like if anyone would have been playing this, you probably would have killed them. And good on this guy for playing a little bit of an off angle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then again here, this is just not it. Like this nade is gonna get you killed, especially because like, bro, we don't know if somebody's hiding here. We don't know if like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So
So
definitely,
focused on that one guy.
yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. And in this situation, just because it's like against pistols and SMGs, personally, I wouldn't be even throwing any nades just because you're by yourself. You got to remember your job in this round, regardless of like if they're telling you to fake it, if what you're trying to do. Your job is to not give your life up before the team is able to do what they want to do. And ultimately, I think in this position, you got to play even more baity, because your boys are just running an A. It's not like they're sneaking up They're being
Yeah.
very loud. They're doing their thing. And this is something we're just reading off the radar, reading off the chat log where it's like throwing nades, throwing this, throwing that. Honestly, if you peek here, you see nobody, just continue being super lurky and super slow. Oh, he takes contact on us. Maybe we dip a little bit, just wait, and then walk back in on him like 10 seconds later. We want to keep them guessing, and the more we just like tell them, hey, we're here, it's gonna hurt us. But ultimately, dude, you were a freaking good quarterback, and this guy was a great receiver. Like, like we could not have asked for a better. That's hilarious. That's actually so funny. Okay, and we're gonna try to catch a flank here, and yeah, the round actually falls apart. And that's not even like on you, because like there is a time and place to lurk and stuff. It is just a little unfortunate because I think that guy just ran through middle.
Yeah.
And then like nobody's watching it. We all die to that crunch that happens, so it sucks. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, and we kind of do the same thing with her crosshair there. And,
Mm-hmm.
oh, and then you if he was there, you would have got him. Yeah. What guns did your teammates have? Do they just have? Okay, yeah, doesn't really matter. Okay, another AK round. Let's see what we do here. We did find success on A, so I don't mind you coming back here to A because you guys were doing pretty well here as a team, except for that round you got flanked. So like, especially on Vertigo, well, across a map we're looking for patterns, but on Vertigo, one pattern we're looking for as a T is, are they pressuring ramp like hard? Are we able to take ramp from them? Because eventually you're gonna start getting teams that are good at their ramp control, and they're even gonna do things like smoke deep from here and do deep takes, right? So if they're showing that the only way they can take ramp is like with one nade and swinging and stuff, like we are so happy because this is a weakness that we can exploit, right?
Right.
I'd say too, in general, you did get the kill that one round. I will say, be really cautious when you're peeking these angles, because it is a CT sided fight when you're walking in. If you're like, if you get here and you're aggressive and like you can jiggle out these things and swing hard, maybe it's a better fight for you. That's why it's also always good to take ramp, do your like nades, do all this stuff, and come and peek side all from up here from this side, because we get a little deeper angles. It's a little easier.
Yeah.
If you're playing a player that can actually like, again, this guy has not the best crosshair placement either, and he's actually looking over here, and he's still able to adjust on you. These are really
Yeah.
hard. I especially as an opera, I actually like posting on here sometimes, but when I have like a rifle or a shotgun, even like I am waiting because I love this because you see their gun first, like you see their AK. It's also a left eye peek. If you're on this back wall, you're actually farther from the angle, so you see them before they see you anyways.
Gotcha.
So I'm not telling you to never peek this, because like you have to, like, you know, you've got to come up here and take these fights sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I do is I'll come up here and peek from the bottom right here to see if anyone's holding this angle, because this is a pretty common angle for people to hold. And then I'm peeking them with like kind of just my head down here. And like if things go wrong, I can crouch, like do things. If you're gonna peek from up here, I would jiggle, and then like maybe do one hard step or something.
Okay.
One hard step, and you know, just to see, because this is a very common spot, and in this game you've already seen somebody play there twice, essentially.
Yeah.
One time with a shotgun and in that round. Okay, again, a little unnecessary, but it's fine. Your valuable util right now on this hit specifically is a flash. I don't mind the nade because it's like, okay, like, you know, you could do damage to that guy there, but we get the kill B. Our best piece right now, besides smoke, is our flash, because it blinds all the rotators that are going to be coming in from heaven, from CT. And then also if anyone's on site, the nade's great, but like the flash is even better, because like if they eat
Yeah.
it, they are so screwed. Like, you know, it'll be so free for you guys to take that space. And then again here, like you have bomb. One thing I naturally want you to do, especially if your teammates are scaling here and doing this, is like, one, get to cover. So like double is like your saving grace here. But two, like if you don't have any other purpose, like, you know, use that smoke in some way. Maybe double and use that smoke, or like throw smoke on site here and just plant in it and get that bomb down, even though you're getting pressured here. Whatever you do, don't just sit in this open exposed position, because actually what's going to happen is you might actually eat this team flash. But smart players, as they're rotating in, and this is something I want you to do on CT side too, as you're rotating in, dump flash is over top here. Same thing with mid.
Okay.
If mid's clean, dump flash is over top here. And you sitting in these exposed positions. Oh yeah, you eat a team flash actually, but it's good you get behind cover. Yeah, then the round kind of falls apart. And
Mhm.
ultimately, it fell apart because we didn't have a smoke to block this off. So that's one thing you can recognize on site too. It's like, oh, you know, they're pressuring us hard from Jenny, and this guy's somewhere in the smoke here. You know, on the fly, back up here and like left, right click. I'll show you some cool ways to throw nades too. Like left, right click a smoke that just lands here to problem solve. Or like I said, like drop that smoke on site just to create some. It's almost like it allows us to enter on the site without anyone seeing us. They have to spam the smokes.
Yeah.
Because the CTs
Makes
are,
sense.
they're like, heck yeah, bro. Like, we get to see through here. We get to scale in. Okay, awesome. And then they actually have a lurk smoke here to use as well. It's really good. Really good stuff for them. Hey, we got a deagle. We actually forced up here. It's entering with a P90. Love it. Love it. Look at this guy. Oh, dude, yes. Okay. Okay, also, little positioning thing here. I guess this is fine. I think one, if you're deciding to do this, if you're ever in the future, slide back here and just use this wall as cover.
Yeah.
Because like you're also exposing yourself. A smart teams also what they're gonna do here is they recognize someone's elevator, they're rotating in, they're like, guys, we gotta clear mid before we try to retake, right? And then you're getting peaked from two angles. And that's my bigger concern here is that like, you know, if you're gonna make this play, sit back here or like actually just like sit in the smoke and like, you know, really be grimy, really be like
For sure.
lurky.
Yeah, something unfortunate here happened. I remember this going poorly.
Yeah. Yeah, but just like be a little rat, bro. Like, cause like this guy comes
Yeah.
out here is like clearing, make him like come all the way out here and clear you, or like I said, like get on this wall so it's just it's a harder position to get out. It'll be awesome for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
suit
for
this
sure. I
out.
think I felt that even just in
Yeah.
game without even realizing. I was like, I'm uncomfy here. So
Yeah. Mhm. Okay, nice. Yeah, sneaky little spot, and that Tech 9 is huge. Little Actually, we might know their A. Say you got that kill and like you were uncertain, and maybe you are uncertain in the situation if there's more mid or something. One
Mhm.
thing I tell people too is like if you want that gun, great, right? But keep looking mid and go over to it and press your drop button. So like press G as you're running over that body so that you pick up the pistol and the whole time we're not really like over here looking like this. But like I mean I don't know what the comms were, so like if you were certain like nobody's mid, 100%, like that's totally fine. Just a small thing I want to nitpick because it looks like for a little bit you're concerned at mid at
I'm still
least.
clearing. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's just like a good thing. It doesn't matter what map, Mirage, Vertigo, Inferno, like that kind of concept of like, okay, we're still looking at the danger area in case they swing us while we're going for this gun. When we're over top where we think the gun is, just press G and we are chilling. And then yeah, same thing with Glock. I like that at the beginning here what you're doing. Just keep moving though. Keep moving. Nice. Like this is great. You're going back and forth. You're doing your thing. Even here, you're running in, doing that. Yeah. I mean that was good, but whenever we had Tech 9, yep, just keep being aggro. Keep being
Keep
aggro.
going.
Be you know, relentless with what we're doing. It's like the obviously the upgraded Glock, essentially. It's so good.
Right.
Nice. Little mid sack. Nice. You guys recognize like oh, okay, they're in up B. And then here it sucks that the guy only had a Mac 10, which is, you know, good for him that he only had a Mac 10. But like
Yeah.
whatever it is, like I don't care if it is a Mac 10, we are now using that as our way to win the round. Like, cause like honestly for you guys, you're not really gonna have much chance to win with a USP. So even here, like I get that you're gonna try to help your teammate here, but at this moment I'd be like, okay, let's just wait for the pack, wait for the guy that has a gun, and the guy with the gun should be giving it to one of you guys too, like somebody. And then try to win the round with that. Cause you know, you guys running in like this, like exactly what happens here is just like gonna do absolutely nothing for the team. And then you actually do it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not bad. Like I like that you recognized it later, but from the start, man, it's just like, all right, boys, we gotta pack up and run in as a ball here. Okay, is this gonna land? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty good actually. Also, smallest nitpicky thing here. If you are gonna do this play to like go through mid like this, honestly, if you ever do this exact same thing,
Mhm.
my advice for you actually is to walk through the back of your smoke so that you pop out over here. So that you pop out like
Okay.
this. And then like one, you could clear elevators or whatever, but that way you're not walking through the smoke and getting gray screened as you're like, see, like if somebody was here,
Yeah.
like a little small tweak right there will mean the world of difference if someone's holding that, because then you pop out on them at this side and they're like, what the heck, right?
Right. I'm
So
going to the one spot they could be looking
yeah,
at. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I think that'd be so cool. And here, if you're gonna run, run a little bit, like, because we're kind of like half running, half making noise and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine. And I think they actually did. Yeah, it looks like they probably heard us here. At least this guy was thinking. Yeah, good kills. Yeah, that's great impact for us. But yeah, I'd say either commit to your slow flank or, commit to just running a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah, 'cause I think I was slow and then I dropped at some weird
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. Yeah, and then the drop was unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah. We kind of just like, we're like half of our brain was like,
Right.
I need to flank because like my teammates are dead. And then the other half was like, I need to make this sneaky play. Just choose one or the other for sure. And the sneaky play is always probably better in my opinion. And unless like they are running up B, like if you're looking at I'm always looking at the radar in this position, by the way. And I think like you were too there. Look at the radar and see like if your teammates are spotting them. If the radar is showing like guys are all up here, heck yeah, bro, run and like, get to this position and then walk right here maybe. So
Yeah.
definitely the thing that should be going through your mind is like, okay, where are these guys? Where do I think they are? Where do I think they are? Oh yeah, op time. We got the same op skin, bro.
That's all right.
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
Good taste.
Yeah, right. I think what condition is yours?
Feel tested.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Mine's like well worn or something.
Yeah.
But I get to give you good advice here because I'm an opper. This, don't start the round here. If you're gonna be opping mid, start on an angle like this, or don't expose yourself to like the boot. Like this is if they boost on you or do something, and I don't know how often people do that at this level.
I think they boost and kill me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Something
Yeah. Yeah.
happens, yeah.
Yeah. But you're gonna expose yourself if you are gonna play passive, because ultimately this is kind of a passive position. Play back
Yeah.
here on top of this because it gives you a lot more cover, and you're accomplishing the same
Interesting.
thing. You can still rotate into here. But whatever you do, just don't start the round there. Don't start the round like that because you're also just giving so much space. And even here, you're shifting around. You're making it really uncomfortable for yourself. I
Yeah.
mean, what a shot from that guy. But
The guy
like,
was just purely lined up. Yeah.
yeah, but
That's
like,
perfect.
oh, dude, you would have farmed him too because if you start here, he's just running through, like not caring
Yeah.
about anything. Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh, there goes my op.
Yep, but that's where we got to play creative, especially as an
Yeah.
opper. Like that, and that's why I love playing up here. And I'll show you in the
I like
server.
that angle. I've never seen
Yeah,
that one.
and because most people play down here, but the problem is if they
Yeah.
boost, it's still hard to. But if you're up here, it's so hard for them to kill you. And I'll show you exactly what it looks like after this. Okay, wait, what do we throw here? Okay, throw a different type of smoke here. I'll give you an idea of this. I don't mind this. I think the smoke's a little shallow because it does allow like a lot of people to walk here. It's not the worst. I'll give you an idea though. If you throw that smoke, maybe get on top of this box, bro, and look over it like that. That'd be sick.
Oh, yeah.
Um, that'd be sick. One piece of like util set I would learn too. I don't actually know it, so this can be something like some homework for you to do. Is if you're playing mid on vertigo, knowing and actually throwing it, the molly that goes through the top here and lands like in
Mm-hmm.
here, or actually no, molly off the wall, my bad, molly off the wall that lands here, and then early round you throw a nade that goes through this window to damage anybody rushing here, anybody defaulting. It's
Okay.
so annoying to deal with. It's so hard to like break through that. And then the molly obviously just like completely stops anybody unless they put it out. Okay, and this one. Yeah, and this is just bad to be honest because again I don't want you to start the round off here unless you're throwing that nade set that goes deep, because
Okay.
the problem with this molly is one, like we're starting the round off in such a passive position. We threw a molly, we don't know what's going on here. One, it's a bad molly because they could just, we're just throwing it
Yeah.
off the wall, it could go anywhere. Two, it's telling them, hey, the CTs are like not actively playing for this part of middle because they're mollying off that. So if I hear a molly like
Yeah.
that in my head, I'm like, oh guys, like relax a little bit. Let's like go through here, take the space, and now get ready because we know they're playing passively. So don't really use your util in that sort of matter. I do like that you come in here and actually play a little aggro. I do like that actually. into a nice little off angle. And obviously this is a one and done position when you're here, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes we got to play those. Again, I want you to work on your crosshair placement because I'm going to slow this down a bit. We're going to clear these angles and like watch what we're doing. Right here. You see how the whole time that smallest tweak will be the like such a big difference for you, man. Yeah, same thing here. If anybody's on these positions, we're cooked. We're actually cooked. Yeah, we made. That's actually gonna chunk him. Yeah. What other utility there? Smoke. Wait, where is smoke? I'm gonna show you in the server. Like, dude, you if you utilize left and right click, but not like just the normal way, and like leverage like how long you're throwing it, it's gonna make this util so much better. Also, don't throw a smoke like that. Even if it lands, like all you're gonna do, like it bounces here, it's just gonna be like a lurk smoke for them, to be honest. The nade, I'm like, cool. I'm gonna show you a better way to throw it. That's good. Flash, instead of throwing it like this, just you don't have teammates rotated in, so just tell them, hey, flashing over sight. Get a flash that lands over here where people are gonna be looking, but honestly, just save it because you don't have teammates. If you had a teammate alive, like still the B player sitting here, heck yeah, bro, you're rotating in mid. Throw that flash behind him, like come through here, help him do these things. But the smoke for sure, never throw that one. That's just never gonna be valuable. Instead, in the retake, use it as a way to lurk in, or use it for the bomb in a retake, or you know, to cut them off late.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But I like I like that you're using util, because the fact that you've conditioned yourself to react to some problems with util is why you've seen a little bit of success, and you've you know been able to get to the rating that you're at, because you're actually able to think about that stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
Really good. We gotta you know optimize how we're using it and in the situations we're in, and it'll be so good. But yeah, a lot of people like, yeah, even here, both of you guys, that's just really bad. The molly. So here's the thing: the molly is bad, but the smoke is even worse, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause that, like literally exactly what happened. These guys are like, holy, like you know, guys, like let's go. They just gave us all the space, and they told us that they're giving it. If you don't have an idea in some of these rounds, bro, I'd love for you to just get boosted here. Tell your teammate, tell your duo, yo, bro, I need you to boost me and just hold mid from here, right? Yeah, because it's about to get really tricky. Because there's four guys behind you, and the thing is, you know, in a different round, you're not gonna get punished at all because there's gonna be zero or whatever. But this is the exact reason why this sucks, because there's four guys behind here, and we don't know anything. Like we don't know, like you know, if the whole team's there, if one guy's there, like we just don't know. And for them, you know, it was surprising. They're like, oh god, like this guy's in the smoke, right? But it's just like, it's a really bad fight for us. You're better off too, utilizing your smoke deeper. Anyways, like if you come through here, they're not rushing. I also do like throwing a smoke after the molly that lands here, because then if they are defaulting and we blocked him with the molly, now we blocked him with the smoke, they don't know if you're kind of shifting in the ladder room. If there's a guy in ladder room, he now has to wait here and be like, okay, is this guy gonna push me? Is he gonna do that? And that's why across like all these lessons and also like on my YouTube and stuff, I always tell people, because this is like something I learned really quick from scrimming and playing against these pro teams. On CT side, if we are super aggro the first like 2-3 rounds of the half when we have guns, it conditions the T's to sit here and be like, dude, this mid guy is crazy. Like he is gonna be pushing me, or he's gonna be flanking, doing all these things. And then they're less inclined to actually take space on you faster because they think that you are going to push them back, right?
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
They sit there and they're like, oh dude, like, you know, all this mid space is not free anymore. I'm gonna show you, and again, I'm gonna show you a cool way to throw nades that is gonna help you with some of these flashes and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, like even a play like this though, like, and you did flank, like you know, you did actually do this right. One thing here, don't feel the need to reload. You're in the enemy spawn,
That's
like
a bad habit.
yeah, don't feel the need to reload there. But yeah, this would be a great play, you know, to do early on, because we just want to condition the opponents, condition. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have head armor. Gotcha. Yeah, and that's just reading the eco, and it's kind of hard in some of these games because like this guy technically could buy, this guy could buy. Like I don't even blame you for not having head armor, but it did hurt us there. Yeah, it's hard. Okay. Also, like your responsibility as the mid player, by the way, and I don't know, is this guy just AFK, I think, or something? Was he? I don't know. Your
Waves
responsibility,
late, yeah.
your responsibility as a mid player too is not only just to hold mid. Your job in Vertigo is actually to make the B guy's life a lot easier too. Dude, there's some rounds where I want you to, just give mid, right? Like I want you to literally just give mid early to come here and flash for the B guy or do something for him to get into this lobby space, the stairs area.
Okay.
Because if he's able to feel comfortable, if he's able to like be freed up to do a little more aggressive stuff, it's gonna make your life easier because your B player isn't just getting ran over, right?
Yeah.
um so like I say that because I don't want you just to get into the habit of always playing up in the smoke and doing this stuff. I want you to show some aggro. I want you to show some aggression. I want you to do that, but I also want you to have some rounds where we are playing passive, but not just like holding mid. We're playing passive, but we're starting the round setting our teammates up somewhere else, right? At a high level, what I saw was like sometimes my teammates would want to do a 3A ramp take, and they'd be like, "Hey, we need you to like throw the nades for us, and then pick up mid late." So I'd come here, throw the ramp smoke, flash for them, do all this stuff, and three of them are taking, and then I'm just coming back here mid and jiggling out some of these angles, and then starting to slide back towards my B player.
Gotcha.
So just be very active and dynamic. Don't always like I like that you have a plan here, but don't always just like put yourself in like kind of a one and done corner position. Flow around the map and like help your teammates. And in some rounds too, your B player actually has to give up B as well. He should be coming mid to double up with you and like do some fun stuff there too. And you're not always gonna get this in pugs, but it's definitely something with your queues, with like your homies. If people in pugs will listen to you, to for sure look forward to and like try to set up.
Gotcha. Just be dynamic.
Yeah, and be that leader, right? Be that leader. Be the proactive one in your team and also just the server in general. Oh, bro, I'm gonna show you some cool ladder stuff too. We do not have to go down the ladder that slow, and I'm not even talking about the diagonal looking thing. I'm talking about an even cooler thing. Not even dropping. It's the bursting. You can burst
Okay.
and make no noise and literally go like 6 or 7 times faster than like what you were doing there, which is gonna matter a lot because like that timing is everything. Hey, in these situations, we're just trying to figure out where the enemies are. And if they make it easier for us by shooting, doing all these things, we love it. Also, what utility do we have? That's always going to help us too. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Again, actually, that's so unfortunate because now you know, though. Like, stop throwing it so far. If you are trying to get
Yeah.
rid of it, throw it. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. You don't got to worry about that now. I'll show you. We have some time. I'll show you after this. I'll be my priority for you. Dude, I'm so excited because like, oh, dude, that would have been the difference right there. That would have been
Right
so
there.
cool.
Because I
Yeah,
knew he was lower, and I was like,
yeah.
okay, if that nade didn't kill him, he can't be there. Because
Yeah,
I think it's hitting where it needs to hit.
yeah, yep.
And
Ah,
now
bro,
seeing it's way too deep. Yeah.
yep. So yeah, don't let me forget to show you ladder stuff and then this nade throwing like trick I'm gonna do for you.
Gotcha.
Yep. And we actually kill them. I think both of those are little butt clenchers because it's like
Oh, yeah.
they're holding the angle. We're walking. Anytime we walk peek an angle, like it's not gonna be good for us. But not that like we will never kill them. But even here, you know what I mean? Like, dude,
Same thing.
you
Just looking
would
at the
be
wall.
yes, you would be insane. I got honestly just kind of whiff too. But you would actually like just be the headshot machine if you make that tiny tweak. Just any I just want you to think about when we're playing like where's my crosshair? Where's my crosshair? And that's a cool one. That's good. That's always gonna be the fastest, by the way, if you do that lineup. But I'm
Right.
gonna show you like the consistent way, no matter like what map you're playing and stuff. Really cool. And maybe you've already seen it. You've probably already seen it, but
I've seen it where you go upwards with it. I've never seen going down,
okay,
though.
gotcha.
So no,
Yeah,
you can jump up silent without making the noise
yeah,
and still go faster.
gotcha. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you some good stuff. But yeah, I just want you to have some more gimmicks because honestly, like the more creative we can get, the like better it's gonna be for us, and we can start flowing around. And honestly, you did have that gimmick of like smoke here, you're holding the edge of it, but like boost up here on piss
Right.
round. That was good that you tucked here and like punish this guy for that. If you can continue doing these gimmicks and like adapting even more and more and adding more to your playbook, you are gonna like progress so fast, man.
For sure.
Okay. And here, there's no really need to go down silently because we're kind of reloading and doing that, but it's fine, I guess. I guess if there's chaos and stuff, like they don't exactly know where you're reloading. But I'll just say like at a high level, you're reloading. If the guys are running through A on side hall and stuff, they're gonna literally know like, hey, bro, this guy just reloaded near mid and ladder room, and
Yeah.
you're there. So these guys aren't gonna punish you, but people will pick up on these sound cues, and it's gonna be detrimental to like your flanks, all these different things. Yeah, bro, good aim, good stuff.